So, hi there, Aquarius. Very good evening to you guys. This is Taro Anjali, and this is a mid monthly energy check in for all the Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, or Rising for the rest of the month of May 2026. Please keep in mind this is not a love reading or career reading or anything specific, but whatever messages will come, I will just let you guys know. Uh, so don't try to fit yourself forcibly into the reading. Sometimes the messages are definitely not for you. And even if it is resonating 100%, doesn't mean it's your personal reading. Just take the messages as the guidance. Whatever decisions you guys are going to make based on these readings is your problem, not mine or my channels. For personal reading, healing sessions, check out the description box. You'll find the links below. And for tarot reading course, self-love course, and Ho'oponopono masterclass 2, links are given below. So let's start. The overall energy for Aquarius people for the rest of the month of May 2026. Let's see the overall energy for Aquarius people for the rest of the month of May 2026. We have the Queen of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Judgment. You guys are very busy in this self-love, self-care, self-healing mode, and there is a compassionate and loving kind of nurturing kind of energy towards everything and everyone that you guys are dealing with right now. There's a sense of a fresh energy entering in your space, whether you are starting something fresh or a new person, new energy is entering in your space, and you guys are trying your best to release everything or everyone that's not serving your purpose anymore, that's not necessary for your growth and expansion in your life anymore. So you guys are right now in this energy of taking care of your life. Gosh. So you guys are right now in this mode of taking care of yourself, being compassionate, being loving, having a fresh energy entering in your space and releasing everything or everyone that's not serving your purpose anymore, that's not aligning with your values or your life anymore. Okay. Let's see in the recent past what was happening, my love. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. In the recent past, there was a brand new beginning. There was a situation that you guys are very attached to or very attracted to, like having a brand new beginning in a particular direction with a lot of stable energies around the situation. Currently, we have the King of Pentacles, still very much focused on stability, maturity, and groundedness. Even if there are there is a lot of darkness around you. There are things that are not right now aligning, but you guys are not losing your focus. You guys are focused on creating something really meaningful for yourself. By the end of this month, we have the Seven of Wands, like being in the defensive energy but taking a stand for yourself, right? So sometimes it's kind of important to be defensive towards certain people or certain situations. Let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles in the recent past for you guys. So we have the Six of Wands, the Star card, and the Three of Swords in the recent past. Okay. So either there was a heartbreak that you guys were coming out of, you guys were trying to move on from a heartbreak, you guys were trying your best to heal yourself from something that was very hurtful and painful for you, and you guys were focused on some creating really something meaningful, something long term stable kind of a connection with money, maybe with a person or with the situation or with yourself. So you guys were trying your best to start or restart something brand new that is going to lead to, that was supposed to lead to something really meaningful down the line because of your heartbreak or the pain. Hmm? So either that was a result of a heartbreak that you guys were starting or restarting something brand new, and or you started something in the recent past. You were living like very hopeful and positively that this is going to work out in your favor and this is going to be something really good down the line, but you got hurt because it didn't came out the way you wanted it to be. Currently we have the King of Pentacles. Let's clarify this. So we have the Strength card and the Three of Cups and the Ten of Wands. You guys are holding back this urge or desire to collaborate with someone because it's making you feel like very heavy and burdensome, to connect with somebody and move according to them, or live your life according to them, or do a project or some kind of work deal according to them. So you're holding back this urge or desire to connect or reconnect or to collaborate with someone, because it's making you feel like, what if it is not going to go well, what if it is going to be like draining energy, what if it is going to be completely difficult, completely different from what it is supposed to be. So some kind of situation is kind of weighing you down, so you guys are holding back this urge or desire to collaborate here with someone, some other energies, but trying to get your shit together, trying to keep your shit together. It's like, I got my shit together, I know what I have to do, and I'm going to do it according to myself, not according to you or somebody else or something else. By the end of this month, we have the Seven of Wands. Let's clarify this. सुन रही हूँ सुध बुध खो के कोई मैं कहानी. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. You know, because you guys are going to be on and off, or in and out and back and forth about a particular situation, a little bit confused about a particular situation, you guys are going to try your best to run away as far as you can, but you guys will not be able to do that. So you guys are going to be a little bit on the edge. It's like a little bit on the defensive kind of energy, that if someone or something is going to try to enter in your space forcibly, you are going to, show them who you are, kind of energy. Like, okay, let me show them who I am. If they are going to cross a boundary with me, if they are going to do something stupid, I'm going to definitely show them who I am. So, and you guys are going to be super focused on creating some kind of independent energy for yourself, like independent success, like that is coming out of you only, solo. Okay, so you guys are planning to go solo, until unless you guys are going to be 100% sure about something or someone to enter in your space and create or co-create something. But this, the way you are handling this situation, is going to give other people this energy of being in the hyper independent mode, and you not trusting anyone, you not being in this helpful energy of collaborating with anyone, even if it is a good idea, even if it is a good situation. So you are going to be a little bit in this energy of, I am hyper independent, I don't care about your existence on this planet earth or beyond that. So let me see the guidance for you guys in the situation, Aquarius. We have the Fool card, the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. You know, although you are going to be mostly in this hyper independent mode, like, I don't want anybody, I don't want anything or anyone in my life, I am good by myself, you might have this tendency to jump into something as quickly as it is going to show up in your life, because it's going to be too good to be true, right? Let's say we are business partners or something, or we are sharing a common vision or common goal, and I'm continuously denying that I don't want this collaboration, I'm good, I don't want it, I don't want it, I'm rejecting you. Then suddenly, out of the blue, somebody is coming forward towards me with some kind of offer that is too good to be true, and I'm not going to even think about the pros and cons or anything. I'm going to straight away jump into that situation, because it's like, okay, this is something that is matching with my energies 100%, but there is going to be a risk. Mostly when something is too good to be true, there is some kind of twist, there is some kind of terms and conditions applied. So before you are going to jump into anything new with anyone new, whether it's a business deal, whether it's a personal deal, or whether it's like anything related to your money, I think you should think about it 1,000 times. Take a step back, understand all the pros and cons and terms and conditions of your actions, of your energies towards this particular person or situation, and then say yes or no accordingly. Because if you're going to jump into something with someone, no, without even knowing the proper truth, the proper terms and conditions and everything about that situation, it might backfire in the coming future. It might definitely create some kind of chaos in the coming future. So think about it a lot before you are going to jump into something, or with someone, especially if it is too good to be true. Hmm? Or with a totally new person that you have never dealt with in this lifetime. So think about it. Okay, let's see the final message for you guys, Aquarius. We have the new beginnings, starting a new life, a new chapter, finding your purpose. You guys are right now in this energy of I am trying to find my purpose. So it's okay. Forgiving and compassionate review of the past is going to help you guys a lot in moving forward. If there are certain things or certain people or certain situations that still bothers you on a deeper level, it's time for you to ask for forgiveness or maybe forgive them, and then start from yourself, and then you guys will be able to move on peacefully, much more peacefully, and with much more grounded energies. Okay, so cool. Thank you so much for tuning in, Aquarius. We'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye, take care, may existence bless you. Namaste.